Hey everyone. I see Gloria wrote, hello, can't wait for the sunshine in your smile. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Gloria, and good morning. Give everybody just a few more minutes to get signed on here. Excuse me. I hope you all had a nice weekend. I will say last time when I was doing this, it showed that there was only one person on the whole time. So I'm hoping that's not the issue this time. I see that there's a few more than that on now. Casey says, hey, Val. Andy says, hi, Val. Hey, guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to everybody who's been here before, and welcome to any newcomers. Good morning, good afternoon, and possibly good evening if you're watching this at another time. So happy to be doing this again. And I always start off, and I do apologize, but I always say that it is live, so it may or may not be perfect, but that's kind of half the fun of doing this with you, is to be doing this together. And I'm glad I'm doing this, and I'm so happy that you all keep showing up and keep coming. And please feel free to also share this with others if you think that they could benefit from it, or if they just want to do a live yoga class. That's great too. All right, so just like every class, we'll start off with a theme, and then go into a little bit of either a breathing technique or meditation, and then a nice yoga class, and ending with another kind of meditation, kind of Reiki, when you send love to yourself and sending love to other people. All right. If anybody else wants to say hey or hi and where you're joining from, I think my dad is on. Oh, Ramina's on. Hey. I wonder if Vivi's there with you. Hi, Vivi. All right, so I will go ahead and read the theme of the day today. So the theme of today, and I really like this one, it says, I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I am loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. I thought this one was really beautiful, and actually when I first read it, I started laughing because I experience love wherever I go. It reminded me a little bit of Will Ferrell, the comedian in the movie Elf. He's like so childlike, and everything to him is just so happy and joyous and loving. And he just has like these rosy colored glasses on the way he sees the world. And I don't know, I laughed because I immediately heard him singing in the store when he goes, I'm in a store and I'm singing. And then the guy goes, there's no singing in the North Pole. And he goes, yes, there is. No, there's not. I don't know. It just, for some reason, I thought this was really, really kind of like a cool theme. And with that kind of childlike naivety almost. But with that point, I think it's really easy to, as a child or even children, to love. You know, they love themselves, they love others, and it's really easy for us to love children as well. And I just think sometimes, unfortunately, over time, we kind of learn to not love ourselves. We kind of fall out of love with ourselves, and we kind of take on these limiting beliefs of not being enough or feeling unworthy, and even worse, feeling unworthy of love. And I think it's time to unlearn that, unlearn those thoughts or those beliefs, and to reprogram with some more positive mantras of I am loving, and I am worth loving, and I'm lovable. And I will say there was a point in my life where that wasn't so easy to say. So it maybe a little transition can be, maybe just maybe it's safe to love me, or maybe just maybe I'm worthy of love, or I'm learning to love myself. Sometimes those bridge mantras can be a little bit easier. They helped me in the beginning, but now I can confidently say, I do love me, and I experience love wherever I go. Even if it is just in my home these days. So we will start in a little bit of a meditation today. I know I always do different breathing techniques, and the reason that that's so important with yoga and with meditation, why it's always focused on the breath, is because it's very subtle. It's not very in your face. It's invisible, and it takes a little bit of focus to follow. And with that focus is where your attention goes, and where energy flows, and where you're able to really quiet the mind. And what I will say with that before we go into the meditation is kind of treat that like a butterfly. So your mind's like the butterfly following the breath, the butterfly inside of the flower. And sometimes the butterfly leaves the flower and then it comes back. So try not to be too rough on yourself if you find your mind wandering whenever you're doing a breathing technique, or if you're meditating, or even when we're doing yoga and trying to move on the breath, just to be gentle and kind and loving to yourself. Okay, so we will get started in a meditation. I usually do this one. It can be really long. I do recommend doing it longer if you want on your own time, and I will kind of explain that later on. But we'll do kind of the shortened version just to kind of get centered and start with a really nice intention. Okay. So I will stop rambling. Welcome, everybody. Gloria, Casey, Andy, Romina, Uli, hello. And probably my dad or my mom too, or anybody else that's new. Please feel free to say hi. All right. So I invite you to get into a nice, comfortable seated position, whether you are seated on the couch or a chair with your feet on the floor, or seated on the floor or on a pillow, legs crossed, uncrossed, doesn't matter. Okay. Hands up or down, but I do invite you for this one, just for the beginning, to maybe place one hand on your heart and one hand on your lower tummy. And just go ahead and close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes as your spine is nice and tall. Just take a nice deep inhale in through your nose. And a slow exhale out. Nice long inhale in, nice and slow. And slow exhale. Emphasis on the slow. And just continue to breathe a little bit slower than normal as we begin to bring our focus and our awareness inside our body. Begin to notice if you're holding on to any tension. And with a gentle inhale, breathe into that area you might be holding that tension. And on an exhale, release. Also begin to notice any emotions you might be feeling, whether they are positive or negative, just becoming aware. And on a gentle inhale, and then exhale, slowly release any negative emotions you might be holding on to. Now begin to bring your breath a little bit deeper, perhaps into your heart, into the center of your chest. Breathing just a little bit slower and deeper through your heart center, where your hand might be placed. And just notice how that might feel in your body, just to be breathing through your heart center or the center of your chest. Now I invite you to bring in the mantra, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be filled with love. And just following your own breath, just begin to repeat that, either silently or even out loud if you'd like. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be filled with love. And just notice how that might be feeling in your body. And we'll say it one more time. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be filled with love. And just noticing yet again how that might be feeling in your body. Perhaps feeling any tension loosening up. Maybe feeling your jaw relax or a smile come across your face. And beginning to also bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how that might be changing, if it's becoming a little slower or more rhythmic, whatever feels natural for you. And on your next inhale, I invite you to begin to imagine someone you deeply love or someone that deeply loves you. And just picture them in your mind's eye. Just picture their face or their whole being and just see them standing in front of you. And repeat the mantra almost towards them. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be filled with love. And again, speaking those words from the purest part of you, sending them love. May you be happy. May you be well. And may you be filled with love. And again, begin to notice how you might be feeling inside. Whatever that is for you. And bringing your awareness to your breath and to any sensations you might be feeling. And continue to repeat that mantra in your mind. And still picturing that person in your mind's eye. Perhaps the mantra changes to, may we be happy. May we be well. May we be filled with love. And notice how that might feel in your body. And perhaps it brings a gentle smile to your face or an inner smile. And just one more time, just to yourself. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be filled with love. And allow that to spread throughout your body. Notice any feelings or sensations. And on a nice inhale, just begin to slowly bat your eyes and come back to the room. Really nice. Hope that felt really good. And maybe what I kind of said in the beginning is that can be a rather long meditation, because I usually begin to invite more and more and more people that I love. And I continue to kind of say that mantra towards them. So I was picturing one person, and then you can picture your whole family, and you can work your way up, even if you want, to the whole world. See all of the human race or whatever you want. And just kind of project, may we be happy, may we be well, may we be filled with love. And then bringing it kind of back into your heart. Just kind of sending that out. So that can be something you can practice if you liked it, or if not, hopefully it was still nice. I'm going to scoot back and begin our yoga practice along with our message or our theme of I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I am loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. So that's our theme. And it says, hey, Valerie, meine Liebe. Oh, hey, dear, what's going on? So glad you could join again. Wonder if you're there with your kids. Hey, kids. All right, I'm going to scoot back onto my mat. And when I originally started planning this, I had a really tough class planned, and I kind of made it a little bit easier for today because today's theme is all about love and self-love. So I'm kind of incorporating that, especially right now. So we're going to start off on our backs, on our mats, with our feet up in the air. And I just noticed someone messaged. LOL, yeah. Okay, the kids are there. All right. So go ahead and lower down onto your back. And on an inhale, bringing feet all the way to the sky. Just kind of pointing and flexing. Oh, I have hair on my toes. All right. Just kind of playing with the feet a little bit. Maybe doing some gentle circles. Whatever feels kind of comfortable. I know some of you have been doing this with me for a while, so feel free to also do what feels right for your body. Just doing some gentle circles. Inhale, really flexing the feet and pointing the feet. All right. And bend the knees and bring the right foot over. Nice and gentle. We're going to do a reclined pigeon. So my right is crossed over my left, keeping my foot flexed and kind of bringing my left leg backwards for a nice gentle stretch behind my right leg. Good. And when you come out, I'm actually going to invite you to further cross your legs. So my right is over my left. Flex the feet and bring my knees towards me so I can grab my feet. So you're grabbing your feet. If you want, you can keep them a little bit down, but you're not going to feel too much until you begin to bring your knees a little bit closer to your chest. So you should feel a nice stretch in your right hip, but very gentle here. So make sure you keep your feet nice and flexed and breathing into that hip. And one thing I do want to say during yoga or anything that you're doing, that if at any point something kind of hurts or it's a really deep stretch, feel free to come out of it. Or what you'll notice is you'll begin to hold your breath. And what that does is it begins to cause you to go into fight or flight. So the most important thing is just to continue to breathe and breathe slowly. So go ahead and come on out of that. We're going to cross to the other side, bringing my left over my right knee and bringing my right knee backwards here, keeping my left foot flexed. So getting a nice little stretch here in my left side. Inhaling and exhaling. Really good. And breathing, remember, if you begin to hold your breath, just breathe nice and gentle. Good. When you begin to come out, you're actually going to further cross knee over knee. So I'm pushing my right knee over, flexing both of my feet till I can grab them. And it might be easy to kind of be down here if that's more comfortable. But either way, you should be feeling a nice kind of deeper stretch in like the side part of your left side. Okay. Just breathe. All right, really good. And unwind. Hug your knees. And we're just going to begin to roll up to a nice seated position here with my feet on the ground. And I'm actually going to extend my legs out. Really sit on my sit bones here with my feet flexed, really tall in the spine. And I'm going to bring my hands behind my back with my fingertips pointing towards my bottom. So you're going to press into your hands, bringing my navel up and in to be really long and strong. If you need to, you can even kind of come back a little bit more, really opening up the chest here. Just really elongating and stretching. And neck is up and long, so I'm not crunched. Really nice and open here. Really good. Okay, so I'm going to swing my legs around to a cross-legged position here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right arm down, left up, coming over to my right side. Kind of press into the mat here, really open up the side body, relaxing the face. You're going to do a lot of heart openers, really loving. And exhale, arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Lengthen and exhale to our left side. I'm going to get my sides right today. Really breathing into that side body. And relaxing the face. Excellent. And inhale, come out. This time, inhaling both arms up. You're going to interlock your thumbs. So interlock your thumbs as you reach up to the sky and try to pull your thumbs apart. You're going to notice that really activates your triceps. So really be pressing, pulling your thumbs away from one another, relaxing your face, feeling that nice, gentle stretch. Even I welcome you to close your eyes as you breathe into your arms. Really good. Inhale and exhale, both arms down. And we're going to make our way into tabletop. I do a couple of nice cat-cows. So my shoulders are in line with my wrists and my knees are in line with my hips. Nice inhale, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, pressing away from the mat, pushing, elongating the neck. On an exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine. Last thing to fall is your head. And just begin to breathe with this. Just doing a couple of cat-cows. Really feeling the fluidity of your spine. Maybe even feeling the space between your vertebrae. And coming to neutral spine. As I lower onto my elbows, I'm just going to begin to slowly move my knees out and gently come down to my belly into Sphinx pose. Maybe feeling a little bit of movement here in your spine. And on an inhale, so we're pressing into our feet. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to do a little bit of like a spinal flow here, just like on cat-cow. So I'm pressing in my hands and the tops of my arms here. Inhaling, looking up, nice length in the neck. Exhale, tucking the chin. And kind of lifting the belly almost. Inhale, coming up. We're going to do that again before we go into something else. And this time, I'm going to press into the tops of my feet, nice and strong. Navel is in and up. So inhale to lengthen. And lowering gently down, all the way down to the ground. Maybe resting on your left cheek. Shaking out the hips. Maybe bringing arms behind. Interlocking hands, if that's available to you. If it's not, hands by your side are fine. And on an inhale, rising the chest up, neck is relaxed. Should be able to move your neck. Exhale down, relax. And we're going to do that one more time. And then on the third time, we'll bring the legs too. So inhale, arms interlocking. Lifting the chest, pulling that in your back. Exhale, release. And we're going to do that again. This time, we're going to lift the legs as well. So hands interlocked or active by your side if they don't interlock, if that's not available. And inhale up. Lifting legs. If you want to get really crazy here, you can grab your feet and do bow pose, but I don't know. Today's a really loving one, and I'm not Personally, I'm not feeling it, but if you would like to, now's your chance. And exhale down, release. Shaking out your hips. Placing hands underneath the shoulders, elbows in. And pressing up off of the mat, opening up your knees and pressing back into child's pose. And just breathing and releasing here. Nice counter pose for our back, slight back bend we were doing. And inhale, making your way to all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up into downward facing dog. Really pedaling out the feet, pushing the hair off your mat. Moving those hips, whatever feels really nice, pressing into all 10 fingers away from the mat. Seeing if you can get your feet semi-flat here. So nice and gentle here. And moving your gaze in between your hands, either jump, step, or walk up in between your hands. Feeling nice and long in the spine. Hinging at the hips. Feel free to bend at your knees. Grabbing your elbows. You swing side to side. And inhale. Inhale, rise vertebrae by vertebrae. So the last thing to come up is your head. Maybe bringing your hands behind. Lifting your head up. And release. Really good. All right, so we're going to move through a nice gentle flow. All right. Pressing into all four corners of our feet, nice and strong. Inhale, both arms up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Drawing shoulders back. Exhale down, planting the hands, jumping or stepping back into plank or on your knees. Lowering down to cobra. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. Inhale, pushing up and making our way into downward facing dog. And moving out the hips, getting some movement here. And with your gaze between your hands, you can walk, jump, or step to the top of your mat. Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Nice long back. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Pressing into all four corners of your feet. Bringing palms to center. Really good. And move through one more. Really warming up the body. Checking in with our breath. Okay. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, walking, jumping, stepping back to your plank. Option to move to your knees, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale. All the way to downward dog. And this time, inhaling right foot up as far as you can. Try to get it in line with your hips. And on an exhale, bringing it up to your nose and in between your hands. And dropping that back knee. Inhale, rise. Pressing into that foot. Exhale, both arms down. I don't want to hit the TV here. Rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest. Today's all about self-love. So we're going to inhale, hands back up and to center. Kind of checking into our pose right here. Making sure our core is strong. So I'm lifting from the pelvic floor. Belly button up and in. As I exhale down and inhale up my right arm. So I'm really strong here in my side body. Nice and open, relaxed face. Maybe even smile. And if you want, I even invite you to kind of come up to your knee. Because on an exhale, I'm going to see if you can grab that back leg. Nice, gentle. If you need to move more towards it, that's fine. We're just kind of gently grabbing that. Really good. And release. So we're going to do it from the other side now. Planting hands. Planting my right hand on the inside of my foot. This time inhaling my left arm up to the sky. Ready for a nice open chest. Coming to my knee. Really opening up my shoulder as I lift that back leg to grab. Feeling nice and long in my spine, really open in my chest. If this option isn't available, just you can keep the foot down and just be reaching back, looking behind your shoulder. And sinking into that hip. Really good. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both arms down. Tucking the back toe, lifting the leg, and kicking back that right leg. And walking, pedaling out the feet. Maybe moving those hips a little bit. Ooh, got a nice pop there. Okay, now for the left side. Inhale, left foot up. Kick it up. Pressing away from the mat. Exhale, bringing to nose. Stepping in between your hands. Dropping that back knee. Pressing into the top of your foot. And rising. Exhaling, arms down. Maybe interlocking hands behind your back. Opening up the chest. Just breathing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands to heart center. Again, we're going to check in. Okay. Exhale, both arms down. Planting right hand to the inside of the foot. Inhaling, left hand up. Nice length, lifting from the ground. We're going to come up to our knee. And now we're going to bring our right foot to left hand. Really gentle, like a twist here. Breathing gently. Again, if this isn't available, just be reaching back. Nice and active. Pressing foot into hand, hand into foot. Exhale, release. Coming back to center. Planting left hand inside of left foot. Inhale, open. I'm going to come up a little bit onto my knee. Bringing back foot up, opening up. So I'm really opening up. Thumb is up. Grabbing foot. And you can kind of bring that in. You can sink in just a little bit more into your hip. You'll understand why we're doing this when we're done. Really good. And release. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale down, planting hands, tucking toe, lifting leg, and pressing back into downward facing dog. An option to flow or just to move into child's pose. So I'm going to press into my plank. Feel free to come to your knees, lowering down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, pressing away, opening up my knees and pressing back into child's pose. And just breathe here for a moment. Even option to bring arms behind, just resting on your forehead. If this isn't comfortable, you can feel free to grab a pillow or bring the earth to you. Inhale, rise in time to not get marks on my forehead. All right. Bringing knees back in line with your hips, tucking the toes, lifting tailbone, and gazing between your hands, walking or jumping or stepping all the way forward. Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with bent knees, strong back, and rise. Hands to center. Really good. Just gonna kind of move our hips, kind of do maybe what feels good right now. Maybe some nice gentle circles. Opposite direction. I think this is the first time I have this set up right so you can see my face the whole time. Lucky you. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the front of the mat here. Well, I'm in such a goofy mood, I think, because of the theme, and when I was planning it the whole time, I was thinking of Will Ferrell and Elf, that movie, so I apologize. Okay. Pressing into all four sides of your feet, spreading the toes, feeling really strong and mountain. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg up and stepping back and planting that foot. We're going to rise into warrior one, so making sure foundation is strong. Pressing into left foot as we rise, nice and strong, into warrior one. Hips facing forward. Navel up and in, pelvic floor, up and in, good. Feeling nice and strong. Exhaling both arms behind, if this is available to you. Core nice and strong as we hinge at the hips for humble warrior. Hinging, bringing shoulder to knee. Feeling really strong. And as we lift up, we're going to be pulling ourselves up and out. Really strong foundation here. Inhale, release. Exhale, opening up into warrior two. So I'm pivoting my back foot open. Pivoting it to be parallel, the back of the mat. Knee over ankle here. Inhale, straighten knee. Really lengthen. Exhale. This is one of my favorites. So go ahead and, if it's available to you, I do invite you to close your eyes. We're just going to flow 3 times here, straightening the leg and bringing hands up. So we're going to check into our base before we do that, making sure we're really strong here. Inhale. Exhale. Just doing it nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Perhaps your eyes are still closed. Just tapping into that energy, that parallel energy coming through your fingertips from one side to the other. Really good. Exhale, arms down. So we're going to kind of pivot our back foot back into that warrior one. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, arms down, planting them and just stepping forward. Okay. Staying hinged at the hips. We're going to step our left foot this time. So first we're going to inhale halfway up. Nice strong back. Exhale down. Inhaling left leg up and stepping back. So we're going to plant that foot nice and strong. Really putting a lot of strength, pressing into our right foot as we rise. Hips are pointed forward. Warrior one. Feeling really strong. Going to go into our humble warrior. So core is strong here. Exhaling, arms behind. Shoulders back. Inhale, and on the exhale, hinging at the hips, bringing basically our shoulder to our knee. Head drops, arms go up and above. Feeling really strong here. Just breathe, relax your forehead. And on an inhale, pressing away from that foot, rise. And breathe. And exhale, opening up into warrior two. So I'm going to switch sides. Opening into warrior two. Again, checking our foundation before we do a little mini flow. Arms should be parallel. Feet should be nice and strong. Left foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Knee shouldn't be going too far over our toes. Okay. And if you'd like, I do invite you to close your eyes. If not, that's fine. And we'll just do it 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really lengthen. Allow some peace on your face. Relaxing the forehead. Doesn't have to be perfect. And just holding that again. You know, it might not feel that comfortable, but if your eyes are closed, just kind of feel how that feels. The energy between your hands from side to side of your body. Feel the warmth. Feel the stability of your legs. Exhale, arms down. Pivoting back foot forward again. Bringing hips forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bringing hands to floor. And stepping forward. Inhale, rise. Hands to center. Wonderful. All right, we're going to do a little bit of play here. We're going to do a little bit of balance. So balance is kind of my favorite part. So we're all warmed up. So we're going to start on our left side here. So we're going to make sure our left is nice and strong. Oh, I'm going to turn sideways because we're going to go into. So I'm going to really sprawl out my toes on my left foot, kind of shifting the weight. So just kind of coming to your toes here. And on an inhale, lifting up the right leg. If this is good enough for you for balancing and this feels strong enough, and you just want to kind of hold on to something and just kind of play with this, go ahead. If you'd like to do a little bit further, try to find a place on the floor that's not moving a little bit in front of you. So I'm going to grab my foot with my right hand. I'm going to go into a kind of a strong quad stretch, making sure my legs are squeezing together here. Chest is lifted, so to remind yourself to keep your chest lifted, bring your left hand to your sternum. That'll help you keep your chest lifted. And then bring your hand, so flip your thumb up, so this will help to open up your shoulder to the inside of your foot. Kicking foot into hand as you gently begin to kind of come forward. So I'm going to keep my knee in line. I'm going to kind of hinge ever so slightly, having a gentle bend in my left knee. Bringing hand straight out. And just kind of slowly kicking back. Really gentle, really strong. Feeling the strength of your left leg. Oh, I'm losing it. There we go. And to come back almost like a scissor, bringing knee back in line, bringing hand back to center, and kind of letting go of that foot and bringing it back forward. And lowering down. All right. Next side here. So we're going to play with it a little. Again, wherever you're at, the theme was loving and lovable and loving everything, and just try to have some fun with this. So planting right foot, sprawling out the toes, coming onto the ball of my left foot, so I'm allowing the weight to shift into my right foot. Bringing navel up and in, so strong core. Inhaling my left foot up. If this feels good enough, just kind of play with this if you want. So just play with the balance and the strength of your right leg. And grab your ankle with your left hand. Swinging leg back into that nice tight quad stretch. And again, so switching thumb to up to open up my shoulder. Because if it's down, your shoulder doesn't want to open. So bringing my thumb is up. Hand to chest. Make sure my sternum is nice and tall. And a nice little soft bend in my knee. Gaze is forward. Extending arm. And kicking out my back foot. Gaze is strong. Leg is strong. Nice and gentle. Ooh. See, this is half the fun. Just kind of playing with this a little bit. And on an exhale, slowly releasing down. Bringing leg back up. Checking on that balance. And exhale down. Planting both feet. Wonderful. Well, I hope that was fun. Please feel free to kind of play with that. That was one of the reasons why we did a lot of more back bends today. So it really helps to elongate before you go back, so there isn't any compression of the spine. Okay, so we're just going to gently make our way down to the mat. Inhale, both the hands up. Exhale down. Maybe feeling your hamstrings are a little looser than they were before. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down, planting hands, walking, jumping, stepping back into plank, and lowering to your knees, opening up and pushing back into child's pose. And just breathe there for a moment before you make your way up, because we're just going to slowly make our way to our back again, and pivoting our legs to our side so you can sit and raise up. And slowly making our way onto our back. We're going to recheck in on that pigeon stretch. So inhaling, right knee up, crossing foot over left knee, inhaling, left leg up. Really opening up that hip, seeing how that's feeling at the end of practice. And exhale down. Inhaling left leg, crossing that over, and then inhaling right leg up. I choose to do a lot of these pigeon poses, so either reclined or regular pigeon or even king pigeon, because they're really good at opening up the hips. Anybody that has sciatic nerve pain or lower back issues, it's really a great stretch to do, and especially perhaps during this time. Go ahead and exhale and release. We're doing a lot more sitting, maybe we're working from home more. And just kind of windshield wiper, legs left and right. I can't fold on my left side, but kind of windshield wiper so my feet are planted further away from my bottom, and I'm just allowing my knees to fall left and right. Okay. And inhale, bringing knees maybe all the way up, giving them a nice hug, bringing forehead to knees. Maybe giving yourself a nice gentle hug. Back to our theme of loving oneself. And like always, bringing hands in between knees, grabbing outside of feet. It's a happy baby. Opening up the hips. And go ahead and do any last movements you need. Before we go into Savasana, I'll shorten Savasana a little bit because I'm running a little long today, so I'll shorten it just a little bit. This is a heads up. And inhale, knees together. Bringing feet down. Dropping the legs. Shaking your hips one last time. And I invite you to close your eyes. Begin to relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your legs. Relax your knees all the way up your thighs and to your hips. Just relax and melt into the mat. Relax your bottom. Relax your lower back and your mid back and your upper back. Relax your tummy and your abdomen and your chest. Relax your shoulders all the way down your arms, your elbows to your wrists, down each individual finger. Just relax and melt into the mat. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw and your tongue and your mouth. Relax your eyes and your forehead. Relax the back of your head and the top of your head. And just your whole head and mind, just relax. Just melt into the mat. And just begin to tap into your breath. Perhaps back into that mantra. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be filled with love. And just repeat that 2 more times. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be filled with love. And 1 more just to yourself. And on a gentle inhale, begin to wiggle your toes, shake out your legs, wiggle your fingers. Inhaling, knees up to your chest, nice big hug. And rocking side to side. Slowly fall to either side, whatever's comfortable. And inhale, pressing into one hand till you rise. I do invite you for this last part, if you'd like, to go back into Savasana or to a comfortable seated position or sitting on the floor, whatever's most comfortable for you. Okay. In a nice, comfortable seated position, I invite you to close your eyes and begin to bring your awareness yet again to your breath. Feeling it as it comes in and out of your nose. And I invite you to imagine as if you are a tiny little person standing on the tip of your nose, looking out at the world, And on an inhale, you move up in between your eyebrows. And in another inhale, you move up to the top of your head. And another inhale, you drop inside your mind. And another inhale, you drop inside your throat. And another inhale, you drop inside your heart. And with your focus or your awareness on your heart, just begin to imagine as if you are breathing in and out of your heart center. Breathing a little bit slower than normal. And next, I invite you to either imagine a person, perhaps the person from our first meditation, or a moment in time that you felt very loved or appreciated. Just a moment in time, maybe when you were just lying in the sun or holding your child or your parent or your partner. Just stand in that moment and just allow that love to get even bigger, brighter, and bolder. Feel that love in your heart. Perhaps a smile comes across your face. And that love gets even stronger, that it begins to spread through your body, spreads down into your hips and down into your legs. And it spreads up into your shoulders and down your arms. And it spreads up into your head. Just allow just for a moment how that love feels. How that love feels circulating through your whole body. Just notice that feeling. And allow it to get even stronger. So strong that you push it outside of your body, and now it's surrounding you almost like a snow globe. It's all around you. Perhaps picture it as a color gold. You're surrounded in this gold snow globe, this gold ball, this liquidy love, this little blanket. It's just all around you. And it gets even stronger, and you push it even further outside of you, and it fills the whole room. And perhaps if there's other people in the room with you, they are blanketed in your love. Send them that love. And press it even further out to every room in your home. To every nook and cranny, every corner is filled with your love. That gold liquid blanket. And press it even further out above your home, around your whole neighborhood. Your whole neighborhood is engulfed and wrapped in this love. And press it even further out until it surrounds your whole town. And press it even further out till it surrounds your whole city. And press it even further out until it surrounds your whole state. Your whole state is wrapped in this gold liquid love. And press it even further out more till it wraps your whole country. Your whole country and everybody in it is wrapped in your love. And begin to press it even further out to all neighboring countries, even further out to all countries and all nations, until it covers the whole world, all the land masses, all the water. All of Earth is wrapped in your love, this gold liquid blanket. Every person is wrapped in your love. Send them that love. And you begin to push out even further out into space. And you can see that Earth is wrapped in this gold blanket. Earth looks gold. And behind you, perhaps you feel the sun on your shoulder. It's gentle warmth. And in the distance, you look up and you notice a really bright star, the brightest star you've ever seen. And you pick that star and you hold it close to your heart, knowing it's filled with so much love for you. It's filled with a knowingness that you are worthy and that you are loved and you're safe. Still holding that star, begin to slowly descend back down into Earth, back over your country, back over your state, back over your town and your neighborhood, and gently back into your home, back into your room, and back into your body, still holding that star. And on an inhale, gently press that star into your heart, knowing that you are filled with love and you are worthy of love. You're worthy of happiness and well-being. Allow that to spread through your body. Notice that feeling. And on a gentle inhale, begin to slowly bat your eyes and come back into the room. May you always have clarity of thought. May you always speak your truth. And may your heart always be filled with love, happiness, and well-being. And just so much love. Namaste. And for the time being, namaste at home. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Gloria said, thank you for the gentle flow and for the sunshine in my heart center. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And thank you again, everybody, for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing this still every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, please feel free to share this with other people. I know it's a different link every single time, so please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see them. Casey says, thanks so much, Val. You're welcome, hon. Anybody that's new, welcome. Also, please feel free to say hello. Anybody that's returning, thank you. Thank you so much for continuing to show up. My dad says, loved it today. He just texted me. And I hope you enjoyed that and you begin to take that love with you throughout your day, because you are worthy of love and you are enough. And those are just limiting beliefs. So continue to repeat that mantra that I'm worthy of love, I am lovable, and love is everywhere. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you again back here on Wednesday and Friday this week. All right. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. Namaste.